My name is Alleria Stanley. My pronouns are she and her. I am here representing SPARTA. We are a nonprofit 501c3 organization which advocates and supports service members throughout all the branches of the United States military who are transgender and wherever they are on their path. It's definitely a process that you go through every time, and it's one that can cause a lot of anxiety. At the very beginning, first you have to fill out those forms, and particularly if you're at the beginning stages of your transition, then there can be a lot of anxiety. You get to the part where you circle M or F, and which one do I put? Do I put what matches my files? Do I put how I, identify inside but haven't transitioned yet? Just the forms can be an incredibly difficult experience. But I do recognize that it's one of these things that we have to speak up about and strike out and affirm for ourselves. Being trans is part of our healthcare future. And so the providers, if it's at all relevant, should definitely know. So you also get the experience of coming out over and over again if you're in a situation where you don't you don't get to build a relationship with your provider. So then there's that you come out like, oh, these are my pronouns, and you need to know that I'm on these medications, et cetera, et cetera. And so healthcare can be very intimidating and anxiety inducing, but it does get easier, which is good because you will go through this forever. We need to be the educated ones in our own part of healthcare. For example, if you're a trans woman and you've reached the age where you start getting mammograms for a 50-year-old trans woman are different because, yes, you're 50, but your breast tissue is maybe only 20 years old. And so it looks different to a radiologist examining a mammogram. You're also going to recognize that as a trans woman, you're going to be going and getting prostate exams and being the only woman in the room, and vice versa for trans men who will have their yearly exams that they go through for the rest of their lives. And so it's important for healthcare facilities and healthcare providers to recognize this, and that in addition to, oh, I'm not feeling well, or this hurts, or should I be concerned about this recent change in my health, there's just the idea of going into the building can be so very difficult.